Welcome back to Superbly Said Advanced English Vocabulary and Phrases. Today, we're diving into some really useful expressions, and they actually come straight from a SpeakDuo lesson.
That's right. And SpeakDuo.com, for anyone who hasn't checked it out, it's just a great place, really. It helps you practice your English, connecting you with people all over the world on video calls, helps build that speaking confidence.
It really does. So if you're an advanced English learner and you're looking to enhance your vocabulary, make your speaking sound more natural, well, you're in the right place. Let's jump right into our first phrase. Okay, first up, let that sink in. So basically, this means you should sort of take a moment, really let what was just said soak in, especially if it's something significant.
Yeah, and what's interesting about let that sink in is it's more than just think about it, you know? It has this implication of depth. Like the information is maybe profound or surprising, maybe even a bit emotional. It requires a bit more processing, doesn't it? Not just a quick thought. It's about letting it really land.
That's a great way to put it, letting it land. It's about proper contemplation. Like imagine boss says, okay, team, our profits are up 300% this quarter. Just let that sink in.
Yeah.
They want you to grasp the sheer scale of that, the impact.
Exactly.
Or maybe in an IELTS answer, talking about an achievement. You know, I managed to finish my degree while working 2 jobs. Looking back, I really needed to let that sink in, what I'd actually pulled off.
That moment, it really hits you. So thinking about that, what's a fact or maybe a truth you heard recently that took you a little while to really sink in?
For me, it was hearing my best friend from childhood as a parent now, that news. Yeah, that definitely took a moment to properly sink in.
Oh, I get that completely. Yeah, it really changes your sense of time, doesn't it? Okay, moving on. Our next phrase is to be well off. This one just means essentially having enough money to live comfortably. Right, but the nuance here is important. People often mix it up with just being rich. And while both mean you've got money, well off suggests more of a comfortable, secure financial situation. You're not necessarily talking about extreme luxury.
Yeah, not mega wealth.
Exactly. Rich often implies a much higher level of affluence, maybe extravagance. Well off is more about security, ease.
Ease of living, definitely. Like you might say about someone at work, her family seems pretty well off. They go to Europe every summer, don't seem stressed about money. Or say in an IELTS discussion about quality of life. Well, being well off certainly helps with reducing stress, but I think real happiness probably depends more on, relationships and feeling fulfilled.
That's a really good point. It highlights that money is just one piece of the puzzle, isn't it? Not the whole picture.
Absolutely. Okay, number 3 takes us to the other side of things, to make ends meet. This describes having just enough money, often implying it's a bit of a struggle just to cover your essential needs.
Yeah, this phrase has a heavier feel than just, say, paying bills or covering expenses. Make ends meet really suggests that struggle, like you're just barely managing. It paints a picture of a tight budget,
A constant effort.
Right, a constant effort to balance things out, not just the simple act of paying something.
Definitely conveys that pressure.
Yeah.
You might hear someone say, even with 2 jobs, my brother-in-law is finding it really hard to make ends meet because rent's gone up so much.
Yeah, that's relatable for many.
Or if asked about challenges in your city, honestly, a lot of young people struggle to make ends meet here. The cost of living is just incredibly high.
It really is a challenge. Do you think it's actually harder to make ends meet now compared to, say, our parents' generation? My feeling is probably yes. Costs seem to have risen so much faster than wages, often.
I think you're right, yeah. The maths feels different now. Okay, let's shift gears. Phrase number 4 is great, especially in competitive contexts. To have a leg up on someone. This means having an advantage over someone else.
And what's neat about to have a leg up compared to just having an advantage is, well, it feels a bit more colloquial, more active. It often suggests a starting advantage, like getting a little boost right at the beginning that makes things easier. Think of getting a boost over a fence or something.
Like an initial edge.
Exactly, an initial edge. It's informal, dynamic.
Definitely sounds more active.
Yeah.
So maybe in a performance review, your boss might say, look, your presentation skills really give you a leg up when we're pitching to new clients.
Nice.
We're talking about exam prep. My good memory gives me a bit of a leg up when it comes to learning vocabulary for language tests, thankfully.
That's a clear benefit. It's about getting that little push forward.
Indeed it is.
Okay.
Okay, next. To come to mind. This idiom means something is thought of, or it occurs to you, often kind of spontaneously.
Yeah, spontaneity is the key word here, I think. Remember can be quite deliberate. You try to recall something. But when something comes to mind, it just sort of appears, pops into your head without you consciously searching for it.
Like an idea just arrives. So maybe you're brainstorming with colleagues. When we talk about innovative marketing,
Yeah.
that recent Google AI campaign immediately comes to mind.
Perfect example.
Or IELTS context again. When I hear the word childhood,
Yeah.
images of playing outside and watching old cartoons,
Mhm.
they just come to mind.
See how naturally that flows. It's effortless recall.
Exactly. Okay, number 6 is a strong one. To go to great lengths to do something.
Mm.
This means making a really major effort, doing whatever it takes to achieve something.
Yeah, this phrase really signals something extraordinary. It's definitely more intense than just working hard. Going to great lengths implies an effort that's maybe exceptional, inconvenient, time consuming, perhaps involving personal sacrifice.
It's a just real dedication.
Deep dedication, yeah, going way beyond the normal expectation.
It really does emphasize that extra mile. You might say to a colleague, wow, Sarah really went to great lengths to get that report finished by the deadline. Or more personally,
Mm.
I actually went to great lengths to surprise my friend for her graduation. I drove like 10 hours just to be there.
Wow, okay, that is going to great lengths. Shows real commitment, that does.
It certainly does.
Mhm.
Right. Number 7 is something we all do when learning new things. To get the hang of something.
Mm.
This means learning how to do something, becoming proficient, especially if it was a bit awkward or difficult at first.
Exactly. It specifically describes that journey,
Hmm.
from feeling clumsy with something new to feeling comfortable and skilled. It's much more specific than just learn. It implies you've overcome that initial hurdle and reached a certain level of ease or mastery.
Like learning to ride a bike.
Precisely. You don't just learn it, you get the hang of it.
That moment when it finally clicks, right?
Yeah.
So satisfying. For instance, with new software at work. It took me a little while to get the hang of this new CRM system, but I think I'm okay with it now.
Yep.
Or maybe talking about a hobby for IELTS Part 2. I've been trying to get the hang of playing the ukulele lately. Still hitting some bum notes, but I'm getting there.
That's the spirit. It captures that process perfectly. From awkward to competent.
It feels good when you get there. Okay, next up, to hit the nail on the head. Love this one. It means being exactly, precisely right about something.
Yeah, the precision is what makes it stand out from just, being right or correct.
Mm,
Hitting the nail on the head implies you've been perfectly accurate, you've captured the absolute core truth or identified a problem exactly.
no room for doubt.
None at all. It's pinpoint accuracy, like hitting the nail perfectly with a hammer.
Great image. So, in a meeting, David, you really hit the nail on the head with that analysis of the market gap. That's exactly the insight we needed.
High praise.
Or, thinking back, my tutor hit the nail on the head when she explained why I was struggling with that formula. Suddenly it all made sense.
Those moments are golden.
They really are. Okay, finally, our 9th phrase today is to be in the zeitgeist. This one sounds a bit more formal, maybe academic. It means being part of the defining spirit or mood of a particular time in history.
Right. And that formality and intellectual weight is key. It's very different from just being popular or trendy. Those words are often temporary. In the zeitgeist refers to something deeper, something that truly embodies the defining feel, intellectual, cultural, moral of an era.
It reflects a bigger shift.
Exactly. Not just a fleeting fashion.
That's a really important distinction. So a manager might say, focusing on sustainability in our products is really in the zeitgeist now, is what consumers expect.
Good example.
Or discussing modern trends for IELTS. Well, the rapid development of AI is undeniably in the current zeitgeist. It seems to be part of almost every conversation these days, doesn't it?
Couldn't agree more. AI is definitely shaping our times right now, profoundly.
Okay, now let's see how well these phrases have stuck. It's quiz time. We'll go through a few questions, each with 3 options. And listen, feel free to pause this deep dive if you want a second to think about your answer. Ready? Question 1. What does let that sink in suggest someone should do? Is it option A, spend a moment fully processing new information? Option B, quickly share a surprising fact with others? Or option C, reject an idea as impossible or illogical?
Okay, the correct answer there is option A. Spend a moment fully processing new information.
Exactly. Remember that marathon runner example. Finishing with a broken toe, you need a moment for that idea to let that sink in. All right, question 2. If someone is well off, what is true about them? Option A, they struggle to cover basic expenses. Option B, they live comfortably with enough money. Option C, They save every cent due to financial stress.
And the answer is option B. They live comfortably with enough money.
That's the one. Like the family who seemed well off because they traveled often and seemed financially secure. Comfortably secure. Question 3. What does it mean to make ends meet? Is it option A, to cover all living costs with your income? Option B, to collect debts from other people? Option C, to plan a large financial investment?
Okay, for this one, the answer is option A, to cover all living costs with your income.
Precisely. And remember, it often implies that it's a struggle, like in our example where even 2 jobs made it hard to make ends meet. Moving on, question 4. If someone has a leg up on others, what does it mean? Option A, they are facing more challenges than most. Option B, they have a slight advantage or benefit. Option C, they ignore competition entirely.
The correct answer here is option B. They have a slight advantage or benefit.
Spot on. Just like knowing another language gave someone a leg up in that job interview, a starting advantage. Question 5. What happens when something comes to mind? Option A, you write down a list of important topics. Option B, you speak without thinking first. Option C, you remember something suddenly.
And the answer is option C. You remember something suddenly.
Exactly. Like thinking of summer and beaches and ice cream just come to mind without you even trying. Spontaneously. Okay, question 6. What does it mean to go to great lengths? Option A, to make a major effort to achieve something. Option B, to avoid a difficult situation completely. Option C, to delay an important decision indefinitely.
The answer here is option A. To make a major effort to achieve something.
That's it. Remember the friend who went to great lengths driving for hours? That's extraordinary effort. Question 7. If someone gets the hang of a skill, what is happening? Option A, they decide to stop practicing it. Option B, they share their knowledge with others. Option C, they are learning how to do it confidently.
Right, the answer is option C. They are learning how to do it confidently.
You got it. It's that process of becoming proficient, like taking time to get the hang of driving on the other side of the road. And our final quiz question, number 8. What does it mean to hit the nail on the head? Is it option A, to give a vague and indirect response? Option B, to guess something randomly without knowing? Option C, to give an exact and accurate answer?
And the final answer is option C. To give an exact and accurate answer.
Precisely. Like when someone's analysis hit the nail on the head, it was perfectly accurate. So fantastic job, everyone. There you have 9 really useful advanced English phrases. Mastering these kinds of nuances is what really helps you sound more precise, more natural, more impactful.
Absolutely. And understanding them is the first step, but the real key is using them. Try to weave them into your own conversations. The more you practice, the more natural they'll feel, and the more your confidence will grow.
Definitely. And if you want more practice, remember today's phrases came from a SpeakDuo lesson. So you can head over to SpeakDuo.com, connect with other learners, practice speaking. They've also got premium stuff like AI feedback to help you pinpoint areas to improve.
Yeah, it's worth checking out. And here's something to think about as you go. How could using even one of these new phrases, maybe this week, immediately boost your confidence or make your point clearer in an English conversation?
Great thought. We really hope you found this deep dive helpful. If you enjoyed it, maybe learned something new, we'd love it if you could leave us a 5-star review. It genuinely helps other learners find the show.
Thanks so much for tuning in and learning with us today.